everyone to another meeting and the humorous speech contest. Oh, to the humorous speech contest. So without wasting more time, let me introduce the master of ceremony for this contest. I'm here just to introduce him. I won't be saying much. So let me introduce him. He is the Toastmaster since March 2020, and he has been associated with a private social research firm. His let's just say his what he loves to do. He loves to write. He is a cricket enthusiast, and he also loves poetry and singing, which we have witnessed. So, with a round of applause, please welcome Toastmaster Ali Asher as he leads the.
Thank you so much, Master of Ceremony. Sorry, I'm the Master of Ceremony. Thank you so much, President of the KARACHI Toastmaster Club. Today, we are having in our humorous speech contest of 2021 of KARACHI Toastmaster Club. And I am quite excited for it because it's my first time for being the master of ceremony for any new contest. Humorous speech are one of the toughest speeches as I experience, and I am quite excited and looking forward for this contest because this is quite challenging for all the contestants and speakers. But I know that today we are going to witness so great speeches because we are having a contest of a club who is number one in terms of education awards. So without further ado, let me introduce the contest chair and the chief judge. So our contest chair is someone who is a chartered accountant by profession, and he is associated with Sanitary Paper, and he is also former president of Karachi Toastmaster Club and assistant and division director of Sindh and Balochistan. He is none other than Toastmaster Imran Rana. And I share a very unique bond with him because he is my mentor's mentor. So probably he is my friend mentor. And our chief judge is a person who we can say that first impression is a last impression. So he is a person which as I stepped into the beach luxury hotel for the first of my meeting at Karachi Toastmaster Club, he was the first person and who meets with me. And I must say that his politeness, humbleness, and I was his personality was so captivating that it captivates me too. So I became the Toastmaster. And I still remember that day he was delivering his DTM project speech. And now he is a DTM. He is none other than distinguished Toastmaster Shahrukh Shanawaz. He is a Toastmaster since 2009, and by profession he is an advocate. So without further ado, I would like to hand over the charge to the contest chair, Toastmaster Imran Rana, my mentor's mentor, or I can say my grand mentor. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster Ali Arashar Anjum, soon to be the distinguished Toastmaster, inshallah. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, it's a great honor and wonderful moment for me to serve 5 times as a contest chair of one of the top leading Toastmasters club of the world. And today we are having our fifth and last contest of the year, that is Humorous Speech Contest. And we are lucky to have DTM Shahrukh Shanawaz as the chief judge of today's contest. In Toastmasters, speech contests are an important part of the educational program. They provide an opportunity for members to gain speaking experience as well as an opportunity for other Toastmasters to learn by observing proficient speakers. As we are having humorous speech contest, and I remember a beautiful quote by the legendary Charlie Chaplin. He rightly said, life laughs at you when you are unhappy. Life smiles at you when you are happy. But life salutes you when you make others happy. Here we are making all of you happy with our wonderful and spectacular speeches prepared by our amazing and eloquent speakers. To begin with the contest, let me announce that the rules have been reviewed and shared with Chief Judge and contestants. The contestants have been informed about the qualification as per timing and timing signals. The minimum qualification is between 4 minutes and 30 seconds to 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Less than 4 minutes and 30 seconds and more than 7 minutes and 30 seconds is time disqualification. During the speech, no one is allowed to join the meeting, or if you have your camera turned on, please sit properly and concentrate on the speech and don't move here and there. It will create distraction for contestants. If you need to do so, please switch off the camera, then do your chores, whatever you want to. With that, I would like to ask our chief judge if he could confirm that all the judges are present and can give us the green signals to begin the contest.
I hope I am audible. We
Yes, you
need,
are.
yes, we will need to have some time, some more time. A few judges will join us shortly.
Okay, before that, if you want me, uh, I can announce the speaking order if you want
Yes,
for
yes,
for those judges who are present in the meeting.
yes. Please do, please do.
Okay, speaking order has been decided. And let me go through with the speaking order. Our first speaker will be Toastmaster Kareem Mekhani. Toastmaster Kareem Mekhani. Our second speaker will be Toastmaster Maria Ahmad. Toastmaster Maria Ahmad. Our third speaker will be Toastmaster Mariam Arif. Toastmaster Mariam Arif. Our fourth speaker will be Toastmaster Muhammad Azhar Khan. Toastmaster Muhammad Azhar Khan. Our fifth speaker will be Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. Our sixth speaker will be Toastmaster Anam Gadri. Toastmaster Anam Gadri. Our seventh speaker will be Toastmaster Hiba Rais Khan. Toastmaster Hiba Rais Khan. And our last contestant will be Toastmaster Ghulam Qadir. Toastmaster Ghulam Qadir. Okay, in the meantime, if any contestant would like to ask any question, then he is allowed to do so. If you have any query, you can ask. Just wanted to confirm, is Toastmaster Adnan Ahmed present in the meeting? Timer 1.
I don't see him, Toastmaster.
Okay, so Toastmaster Adi Ashanjum, we decided that in the meantime you will be the backup timer. So what you will be doing, could you please display that?
So being the timer, I would be timing all the contestants' speech. At the 5th minute, my background would be this screen. At 6th minute, my background will turn yellow, and at 7th minute, my background will turn red. And the after this, no indication would be done. So that's all from my side. Over to the contest chair.
Could we?
Contest chair, we have all the judges.
Okay, so contestants, are you ready? Give me thumbs up if all the contestants are ready.
Yes, we are ready.
That's great. Okay, our first contestant is Toastmaster Karim Meghani. Karim Mekhani, could we have you on the screen? Rest of the contestants are requested to mute their mics, and I request the tech host to please, if they can, disable the chat. It will create a little problem. Toastmaster Karim Meghani, are you with us?
Yes, I'm very much with you guys.
Okay, just wanted, I want you to please pin the timer screen. Our timer is Toastmaster Ali Asharanjum.
Yeah, I did already. But he changed this pin. I don't know why. Just 1 second.
Okay, Toastmaster Karim.
I cannot pin Ali Ashar. I don't know why.
It's
okay.
Okay. If it's in front of
on my computer, so I can see the timer.
Okay, so let me check your audibility. You are visible, and let me have a test of your audibility. So, knock, knock.
Knock, knock.
No, don't say knock, knock. Just say who's there.
Just knock. Okay. Yeah,
let me do the knock, knock. Knock, knock.
Knock. What do you want me to do?
I'll say the knock, knock, and you will say who's there.
Oh, okay. I never had knock, knock. Maybe the bell. Tring, tring. Then I
knock, knock. Knock, knock.
Who is there?
Ready.
Ready.
Say ready who?
Ready, Kareem Meghani. Then that's my story.
Okay, so you are perfectly audible and visible. So let's begin our contest. Our first contestant, Kareem Mekhani. Should I regret that day? Should I regret that day? Kareem Mekhani, the stage is yours.
So, how many of are you married in the house today? Can you show me some sign that how many are married? Do you love your wife or your spouses? Wife or husband? I will just not be gender biased here. We all love our wives, yeah? Our husbands also. Do you remember the day when you met them? The first day? Did you met them? How you met them? Do you remember the day? Do you regret? I don't know. I'm not saying I regret it. My wife will look at this recording. I need to go home and I need to sleep also. But I'm asking,
silently, very silently. Do you regret the day? Contest chairs, Toastmasters, and guests. I want to talk about that day when I met my wife. How she was introduced to me in my life. Okay, the story goes back to 2001. 2001, I receive a call from my mom. Hello, mom, how are you? By the way, I was in Saudi Arabia, no WhatsApp, normal call, 6-minute cards, and I need to talk to my wife, my mother. And my mother, first thing, Karim, your father is really getting old now. I said, what happened? Are they serious? What happened? Is his health is okay? What is happening? So no, I'm just telling you, your father is really, is getting old. He wants to see his grandsons. I said, okay, if he wants to see his grandsons, why you are telling me? I said, you are the person who will give the grandsons. So how he will give you the grandsons? Please get married now, Karim. You are 25 already. Your father is getting really old. I said, Mom, I already have 3 relationships, 3 failed relationships, very committed relationships. They all left me. Now what do you want me to do? I said, no, I have a proposal for you. So what is the proposal? The proposal is from one family the girl you were together. You were teaching together in a community center. Who? Tell me the name. Is it Salima? No, Salima is for your brother. That is for my brother. Okay. We have an engagement next year. So who is the other girl? Say, no, there is a girl. Remember, it's Saima. Saima. That girl. That girl. And I gone back to the flashback now. 2 years back, I was in my community centers and my life was like Mission Impossible. Ting, 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 ting. What was the life? I was working with Marriott Hotel, my first job. I was living in Aisha Manzil, taking a bus at 8, reaching 9 o'clock at the hotel. 9 o'clock, coming back to Nipa Chorangi for doing my ICMC. I was doing a lot of things that day. And then at 7 o'clock, again, I have to reach to the community center. And there I see Saima because she is my subordinate. I was the section head. And the first thing Saima used to tell me, Karim, you are again late today. We needed you at 7 o'clock and you are at 7:30. I said, Saima, you know my life. It's like, I have to reach from one level to another level to another level. I'm struggling. Please. No, you are such a lazy guy. You take the responsibility. You don't come on time. I said, Saima, please don't fight. We have only half an hour left for the community center. Let's finish it and let's go home. And she will constantly fight with me for half an hour. And then I start my work when she go. 2001, I came to Saudi Arabia and my mom is giving me the same person again in my life. That they are looking for a boy and the family is thinking, maybe you can be the right guy. I said, Mom, now I'm back from my flashback. I said, Mom, this girl, do you think she will accept me? She was constantly fighting with me in the community center. And in fact, what she did with me, I'll tell you honestly, the year finished when we were working together. January, the new list came. I was not the section head. She was the section head. And even she didn't allow me to teach. Can you believe it? And she said to me, Karim sir, she still said me Karim sir sometimes. Karim sir, you are not committed. I will not keep you as a teacher even. I said, Saima, you don't understand my situation. I have a mission to accomplish, which I choose to accept it. No, if you are not committed, you are not coming on time, you are not allowed to teach now. And the same girl came to my life 2 years after from my mother in Pakistan, and she's sending me the message that we are ready to marry you. Should I regret that day? I said yes. I said yes to this girl. And why I said yes to this girl? Because she can keep me right on time. And she did. Tell you honestly, I don't regret that day, but sometime when she tells me to sleep on the sofa because I'm late from work, I regret that day. Should I regret that day? Please don't send this recording to my wife, please. I don't want to sleep on sofa again. Or maybe office this time. Over to you, contestant.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Karim. We were now going to observe a minute of silence. I request the timer, if 1 minute time passes, please announce 1 minute is over. Thank you, Toastmaster Ali Ashar Anjal. Okay, could we have our second speaker, Toastmaster Maria Ahmad, with us?
Yes, I'm here. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are visible. And let me check your audibility. So we'll do that funny activity knock knock once again. Yes, Toastmaster Maria, are you ready?
Just a second. Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Okay. So just to check your audibility, we're going to do that knock knock activity, right? Knock knock.
Knock knock, who's there?
Maria.
Yes, I'm here.
No, said Maria who?
Maria, who?
It's you.
What?
Okay, so you are perfectly audible and visible. So are you ready?
Okay. Yes, I'm ready, but just I need to know how can I pin up the timer, because I don't want to repeat my previous mistake of exceeding the time limit.
Okay, if you are connected from your mobile phone, all you need is to double click on timer screen, so the timer screen will appear in front of you.
I have logged in from my
Laptop?
No, from the iPad.
Okay, yeah, so there will be 3 dots on the timer window. Timer Ali Ashar Anjum.
Okay.
I think if you click on them, there will be an option to pin.
There is no option available. Okay, I can see the timer. So if
you can see them, it's okay.
If it's 5 minutes, then it will be green, orange, and then red. Okay.
Yeah, 5 green, 6 yellow, and red 7. So
okay, so sure.
Our second contestant, Maria Ahmad, outstanding student, Maria Ahmad. The stage is yours.
Okay. How many of you actually had the habit of eating during the class? I was the one, especially when the teacher was delivering a boring lecture or conducting a very trivial session which I was unable to understand or unable to comprehend into my mind. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, honorable guests, chief judges, and fellow contestants. Courage, hard work, zeal, and enthusiasm are the prime qualities of a hardworking student, and indeed it leads one to be successful in life. But certainly these were not for me, because what my formula had been: eat, sleep, and then repeat. So simple. I was certainly the most outstanding student of the class, not because I excelled in studies and extracurricular activities, but because I was standing out of the class most of the time. This all started in my maths class. I just hated this subject because it always asked silly questions and it always asked me to solve the problems. Why can't this subject solve its own queries by itself? I still remember in my 6th grade, my mathematics teacher was very hot-tempered teacher. And he always used to ask me silly questions like, if you were given 10 donuts and then you have to give 5 donuts to your friend, how many you're left with? Why would I give donuts to my friend? Since they are my favorite delicacy and I can give anything, but definitely not the donuts. He got annoyed. And then he said, you have to solve the question and tell me the right answer. But my answer remained the same. The donuts are still 10 because I'm not going to give it to anyone or I'm not going to share it with any of my friends. Then I was asked the same question in my exam, but my answer remained the same, that I have the 10 questions. After looking at the answer, he made me stand out of the class. Why? Because I was the most outstanding student of the class. When the academic session proceeded, he kept asking me those stupid questions, like, if Mr. Wilson and Mr. Alice bought 85 watermelons and they give half of them to their friend or to their brother, how many they are left with? Does this make a sense? Why would anyone buy 85 watermelons? And what are they going to do with it? Even if they give half of them to someone, they're still left with a lot. So, same happened with me in my history class. Now, all of you can please close your eyes for 2 minutes. For just 2 minutes. Okay, what do you see? A complete blackout, right? Blackout, right? Same happened with me in my history class. It takes 100 mothers to put one child to sleep. Same qualities were possessed by my history teacher because she can put entire class to sleep with just one single-handed. I still remember the day when she had delivered a lecture about King Luther and King Harry for entire 3 classes. And it was so boring that it had put entire class to sleep. Meanwhile, when I was listening to the story, my friend had hide my pencil case. I got annoyed because I just couldn't find it. So I started to fight with my friend. And then my teacher got pissed off and she made me stand in the class. And she said, can you tell me the remaining of the story? I started to cry. How can I tell the remaining story? Can you ask those 2 legends, King Harry and King Luther, to find me pencil case? If they can't tell me, then how can I? She got so pissed off that she made me stand outside the class. Why? Because I was the most outstanding student of the class. They say if you cannot convince someone, you have to make them confused. This had been my strategy when I was resolving my questions in my exam. I was unable to convince my teachers with my practical and logical methodologies. So instead of convincing them and asking them or expecting a good result, I used to confuse them. And this had led to happen what? This had made me stand outside the class because I was the most outstanding student of the class. As I grew older and progressed with the passage of time, my problems certainly didn't solve. Why? Because yesterday I told my grandmother that I had participated in a Toastmaster humorous speech contest. She got annoyed. What is this Toastmaster? Is this a political party or an NGO? What is it? I tried to explain her that it is a public speaking organization and all the details, and she said, such an organization can never exist in this planet, not at least in this time. So I said, all right. Why? Why? Because I had been always the most outstanding student of the class, because I was always standing outside and trying to understand what's happening around. Over to the Toastmaster. To the contest.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Maria Ahmed. We are now going to observe a minute of silence.
That silence is over.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ali Ashar Anjum. Now I would request our third contestant, Toastmaster Mariam Arif. Could we have you, please?
Just a second. I have to pin the timer. Okay.
Okay, so Toastmaster Mariam?
Yes.
Okay, so you are perfectly audible. We're going to have a little funny activity.
Okay.
Just repeat after me.
Okay.
And when I ask you, when I said knock knock, then you said who's there, right?
Okay.
Will you remember me in a minute? What will be your answer?
Yes.
Okay, will you remember me in a week?
Yes.
Knock knock.
There.
See, you didn't remember me. So you're perfectly audible and visible.
Nice trick. Okay. Okay.
Okay, our next contestant, Mariam Arif. A week with my cousins and aunt. A week with my cousins and aunt, Mariam Arif. The stage is yours.
Back in September 2010, two of my aunts, along with their kids, came all the way from UAE to Karachi to spend a week at my grandparents' place. So that 1 week was completely fun-filled. We went to different places, binge-watched movies and TV shows, and had never-ending gossip sessions. But unfortunately, that 1 week passed away really quickly, and very soon it was Sunday night. Their last night in Karachi. They had their flight on Monday night, 10 p.m. And considering that my brother and I had school on Monday and our parents were really strict about our attendance, we knew that we won't be allowed to spend this one last night with our cousins and aunts. But despite knowing the facts, I was still determined to convince my mom to let us spend this one last night. So I went up to her bravely and said, Mom, I know you are not that cruel. Do not let us spend just one last night here. After all, we don't know when will they be back again. A year later, maybe, or maybe not. And as far as school is concerned, I promise to you, we will be in bed by 12. To which my mom said, oh, all right, but what about the van? It won't come here to pick you up. To which I instantly had a solution and I said, Mom, the three of us can take an auto and you can easily drop us school then. And by the three of us, I meant me, my mother, and my brother. So, who was standing screams, mission accomplished. as my mom nodded in approval of my master plan. And so this meant party all night, but till 12, of course, because just as we had promised, not just me and my brother, but all the kids were in bed by midnight. But on the other hand, my mom and her sisters didn't sleep the whole night. They kept on talking and talking and talking, only to doze off at 5:30 a.m. And when my mom finally woke up from her power nap, it was 7:30, which was extremely late because school was about to start at 8, and in the next 30 minutes, she had to drop me at the secondary branch and my brother at the primary branch, both of which were at different locations. So my mom quickly woke us up. We got dressed, skipped breakfast, we were running short of time, and we quickly stepped outside of the house, scanning the deserted streets in search of an auto, but in vain. Very soon we realized we'd have to walk to the main road to get an auto. So laden with heavy school bags, we walked and walked for a good 10 minutes in search of an auto. And as soon as we reached the main road, we instantly did get an auto. But the moment I was about to step inside it, my mom did what every brown mom loves doing and undoubtedly excels at: the art of bargaining. She started bargaining about the fare, and that too with such ferocity and vigor, as if this was her only chance to put her exceptional bargaining skills to good use. And so she initiated the generic conversation, which is as follows. My mom said to the auto driver, "Bhaiya, is this an auto or a Shahi Savari?" To which the auto driver said, "Madam ji, this is no Shahi Savari. This is an auto rickshaw that does not run on water, not even on CNG. CNG is closed today. It runs on petrol. And who knows this better than you daily commuters, that how expensive is petrol these days?" To which my mom instantly had a response, and she said, "So you decided to charge the first customer of the day for all your expenses. Listen, I'm telling you, this is not a good way to start off your day. You will regret this. And just by the way, how is this my fault if CNG is closed today? Did I plan all of this?" And so when the poor auto driver had no counter arguments to my mom's arguments, he eventually had to surrender and agree to my mom's choice of fare. So we quickly stepped inside the auto and the journey to my school began. But since it had only been a month since I'd started going to the secondary branch, my mom didn't know its exact location. She only knew it was somewhere on PCHS Ghazali Road. So as soon as we reached the main location, she then expected me to take the lead and help with the directions. But I absolutely had no idea where to go next, or when should the auto driver take the next turn, or which street would lead us to our destination. No matter what happened, I just couldn't recall my way to school. That place seemed like a maze. Every street led to 5 different streets. There were so many schools. All of this was so confusing that I just couldn't find my way to school. But the way my mom was responding to that situation implied that I was just being careless, or even worse, I was doing all of this on purpose so that I could skip school and spend the rest of the day with my cousins and aunts. So she said, "Do you go to school daily with your eyes closed?" To which I said, "I don't drive the van, ma, so I'm not supposed to know." And she again asked, "If you did not know your way to school, why did you even come up with this plan in the first place?" To which I said, "This was just a random idea. You are the adult responsible for the execution of the plan. So I thought with everything figured out." And so she ended the conversation with this threat and said, "First, you make a mistake and then you blame others for your mistake. Listen, kid, if you think you are smart, let me tell this to you. I am smarter, and by no way will I let your wish come true. I will send you to school today, and once you get back home, I will teach you a lesson for sure." And so she started asking random strangers for help on Ghazali Road. And after doing so, when we finally succeeded in reaching our school, we were very late. 45 minutes late to be exact. And we eventually had to go back home in the same auto. And what happened after we got back home is an experience that I do not want to recall here, but I'll give you a hint. For starters, I was showered with flying chapels. And if you really want to visualize what had happened, you can recall that Matrix scene in which he kept on dodging those bullets. Because my mom would be more than happy to recreate that scene right now. But I know all of you are wise enough to predict what could have possibly happened next. But I'll leave it up to your imagination and conclude by saying that overall, it was definitely a fun-filled, memorable week for me. Over to the contest chair.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mariam Arif. We are now going to observe a minute of silence. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ali Ashar Anjum. Could we have Toastmaster Muhammad Azhar Khan with us? Toastmaster Azhar, are you with us? Could
Azhar
anyone
is in the meeting.
Azhar is
Yes.
in-
Azhar is
Yes.
Okay, Toastmaster Azhar. So are you ready?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Okay. So you are perfectly audible for sorry, you are perfectly visible for audibility. We going to do that fun activity, right?
Yes, sir.
So I will say knock knock and you have to say who's there. Okay.
Sorry, repeat again, sir.
I will say knock knock. You will
Knock,
say
knock.
who's there. You
Who's
will
there?
say who's there. Okay.
Okay.
Knock knock.
Who is there?
A little boy.
A little boy.
You said a little boy who?
Who?
A little boy who can't reach the doorbell. So you are perfectly audible and visible. I
Okay,
request
sir.
you. I
I'm nervous
request
a
you.
little bit. Okay.
I request you to pin the timer screen. Ali Ashar Anjum is our timer.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So are you ready?
I think so. Yes, of course. Yes, sure. I'm ready.
Contestant number 4, Muhammad Azhar Khan. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Muhammad Azhar Khan, the stage is yours.
Assalamu alaikum. I hope you are doing well. So now, my topic very difficult and very precious for me. Go with the flow and don't take tension. Huh? So first start. I say request to anyone. Can you guess my age? First, you guess my age, then we continue my topic. My topic. First, sir, guess my age. Anyone can? Sir Asgar.
55.
35.
No, no.
35.
And anyone can guess to my age? Please.
105.
No. Please, to be honest, and gauge my proper age. Okay.
38.
30.
45.
Just come on, man. What are you doing, man? Just, you know, we are very conscious about the age now. But now let me tell you what is my age. 24.
37.
No, sir. 25. Okay.
Unacceptable.
Okay. I'm fine. Now I'm a speaker, so you should accept this conversation. Okay. So my age is finally 25 years old. I have passed two decades, currently in the middle of the third decade, but I still remember my childhood. There are so many sweet memories of childhood. Today, I will introduce to my junior and nutritious version of Azhar. I was a brilliant, obedient, decent student in my class. Everyone called me the bookworm because I love to read too many books. I was a favorite of my teacher, won the first position. Are you kidding me? Don't even think about it. I was a very average student and but most popular and outstanding performance every day. Me, outstanding performance every day. Here, outstanding means outstanding. They means outside the class on any activity. My percent was a like YouTube channel where you find everything, not a education, but everything you can search easily. You can search like a drama, humor, comedy, tragedy, each and everything, but not education. Because I'm very talkative and very extrovert personality. So don't worry, because I belong to a very nice family. Okay, but my friend refused to believe it. They always said you're like a Hulk, you're like a monster. Whenever we go outside, especially Eid and Bakra Eid, any occasion, we bought a disposable cold drink. Because we are in childhood, we bought a soft drink. We never the bottle in the threw in the dustbin. We always had all the bottles in the house. Just like that. That was not planning. This is not any planning, but just like we had in on house. Just in case anyone comes in the our house, no one understand we drink soft drink or we are a scrap seller. Okay, but I miss those bottles. Do you know importance of the wiper? Yeah, it uses a sweep water on the floor. But I saw it from a very different angles. I don't know I should share or not. Because whenever I did in childhood, once my father grabbed the wiper, and then I was on the floor with a very naughty person. So everyone, my father did like that. Sometimes my teachers, no one told them these are not a stick, these are not a something, these are wiper, but they use some kind of for my, what should I say? You know, understand what I'm saying. So they are like Urtul Ghazi. No one told them that we are not a Mongol, we are a student, we are a child, but they use like that. After matric, I took admission to college. I didn't want to go college on a regular basis. Once we were in a college, someone say, you are a bad student. I said, no, we are commerce student. After that, I failed in the inter. It's a very shock. It's the first time I failed, but now what should I say? I failed in intermediate. I learned a lot. I learned science, commerce, arts. But 19 from, I passed out from the science, inter, commerce, failed. Again, I took admission and then inter, graduation, masters, I passed out from the arts. Few days back, I went to the university. I changed the group of my arts group. They changed my department. Now they have name of the social sciences. Now they are spreading sometimes they are spreading respect to our groups. I miss very a lot my college and school life. Maybe you all person like and remember, memorize your education and your school time. So fellow Toastmasters, we faced many trouble in my life. Our parents want to become a doctor, engineer, lawyer, but put all the pressure on their children. I feel that you cannot control it. To try it, control it means taking all the joy out of it. But I feel that Every part of the life is a blessing, and once it passes, you will miss it. So enjoy every moment. Go with the flow. Over to you, Toastmasters.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Muhammad Azhar. So we are going to observe a minute of silence. I request all the judges to mark their ballots. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ali Asher Anjum. Now we request our fifth contestant, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali, to please join in. Toastmaster Latif, are you with us?
Yes.
Okay, so Toastmaster Latif requested to be spotlighted. Could anyone do the needful?
It's done. I can see that.
That's great. Okay, Toastmaster Latif, you are perfectly visible. So we are going to do a little funny activity. Please don't make me feel shame because you know the activity. You are the fifth person. Okay, knock knock.
Who's there?
Zahra.
Not my mother.
Come on, say Zahra who?
I can't say this. Who's Zara?
You are perfectly audible and visible.
She's next door.
I would have said, Latif, how many Zahra do you know? Okay, so you are perfectly audible and visible, and I'm sure you have blown away all the butterflies in your stomach. So are you ready?
Perfect.
Our fifth contestant, Latif Mansoor Ali. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Latif Mansoor Ali, the stage is yours.
Things which I would like to do it sometime later. And things which I will never love to do it. Hey, just 1 second. I have a call from my boss. And I just disconnected. Things are so comfortable. But as a wise man said, life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Contest chair, uncomfortable judges, and beautiful audience. One fine morning, as I woke up late and I start rushing up to get up ready and everything, all of a sudden, I heard a voice. Darling, said, yes. How much you love me? Come on, please, not again. No, I insist. Please tell me, how much do you love me? As I was wearing my watch, I thought that I should attempt a table topic. And this is what I did. Love. You are my definition of love. All my speeches are about I, me, and myself. Oh, no, I know what you're saying. Where is you? Let me explain. Don't get angry. I was very important to me. But soon it attached with saying, I love you. Me, as soon as I met, it took a 180 turn and become we. Now, myself. How can I imagine myself without you? And this is what I always said. I just hand up my table topic, cut an applaud from her, a goodbye kiss, and rush towards the office. I had a lot of work at my desk, and as soon as I was starting up to finish it, I remember, how did I attempt my table topic? And there you go, calls my wife. Hey, what's up? Oh, okay. So today we are going to meet Chandni. We have a dining out at Chandni's place. But people like me, these names like Chandni and Madhuri and everything just makes our youth alive. And all of a sudden, until the evening come, I was having that Rishi Kapoor alive and rocking. Chandni, you are my Chandni. Chandni, you are my Chandni. And that beautiful evening came. And to her name, oh my God, as soon as I saw her, she was the goddess. And away at 22 yards, as she was walking, it came to me and went past by me as an outswinger. She's so beautiful, just like her name. But all of a sudden, I realized while inquiring that she is ready to mingle. So now, as a Toastmaster, I wanted to do a table topic attempt too. And this time, I had a champion in me. What I did, Chandni, I see something in you. Why don't you join Toastmasters? You speak from your eyes. Your gestures are explaining everything which is non-verbal conversation. And she asked me, Latif, what is Toastmasters? And I told her that it is an 18 plus club where all 40 plus men practice public speaking. I don't know if she was happy or not, but her expressions were, okay, I'll get back to you. Happily, I ended my conversation. But this was not an end, because we do practice looking handsome in our Toastmasters event. And this, what we do it outside Toastmasters at home also. Now, when I was planning and having everything silent and quiet, my wife came to me and said, hey, darling, don't you think we are missing some spices? I was like, huh? Yeah, yes. She said, come on, let's go and get some salt. I was like, huh? Salt? We went to the grocery store, and in 1 hour's time, my trolley was full and empties were pocket. I just went to the cashier and gave up a long bill. After this, as I sat in my car, I asked her, hey, this spices cost too much. She said, yes, we need some spices. Friends, there are many things where you can keep it aside. But when you are uncomfortable, try to look some joys and colorful in this blissful life, as some uncomfortable walls are very difficult to move, but there are some happiness in it. Let me try this wall. Darling, yes, coming. Got this chair. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Latif. We are now going to observe a minute of silence, and I request all the judges to mark their ballots.
You can remove the spotlight from me.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ali Ashar Anjum. Could we have our contestant number 6, Toastmaster Anand Kadri, on screen? Okay, Toastmaster Anand, you are perfectly visible. So for your audibility, we're going to do the knock knock activity. Please don't uh, make me feel shame. So please respond accordingly. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Imran.
Imran, who?
The contest here. Are you expecting the Prime Minister? So,
Well, yes, to be honest.
Then you have to go to the what do we call National Assembly then. Okay, you are perfectly audible. Okay, just I request you.
It's much better now.
Request you to please say a longer sentence so that we can confirm that you are perfectly clear.
Okay. Hello, I am Anand, and I'm here to contest and ready to start, finally.
Yes, you are perfectly audible and visible. So contestant number 6, are you ready? Contestant number 6, Anand Kadri, the pinprick of doom. The pinprick of doom, Anand Kadri, the stage is yours.
The air was filled with the screams of the unknowable creature. I looked around in my cabin only to find the agonized visages of men and women waiting for the unknown, waiting for the unexpected. This was nothing new to me, as I was used to such people. So I moved on. Next, the lady who came in wore a hot pink lipstick and multi-layer of mascara over her dense eyelashes that covered her cat eyes, the color of which was of no match, neither to her complexion nor to her golden frizzled hair. For the first time, I thought, oh, maybe the inoculation centers these days provide a fashion icon or a ramp for a catwalk. Nevertheless, I signaled her to sit down and roll her sleeves up. But all she could say was, "Doctor, is it going to hurt?" Oh, now I know. It was her scream that I heard 5 minutes before. And even 5 minutes before that, a fun-filled laughter that gradually converted into a crooked smile when she entered my cabin, then into a downward curve, and hence explains the tears now in her eyes. Just like the tears you see when a husband is caught red-handed dining with his mother, while the wife stays at home. I very humbly told that lady, "Madam, it won't prick you much. It's just going to enter into your arm, say hi, and leave." By now, I was so frustrated with the variety of questions and variety of patients I'd encountered with that this was the only humble reply I could give her. But that lady did not seem to be convinced. Anyhow, by now, me and my nurse were convinced that we should get over with her as quickly as possible because such patients tend to become a pain in the you-know-where. So by the time the injection got ready, I could sense that that lady was still fighting with her intent whether to stay or to run away. But no. These victims, oh, I'm sorry. These patients once enter into does not leave until they get dressed. Just when she tightened her grip, the lady wailed out so loudly that I could feel the earth shaking and the windowsills vibrating. Even the nurse was traumatized. She stood there motionless and wide-eyed. But then she recollected herself and came back to consoling that lady, only to reawaken that screaming being with more pain and with more screaming of the pain that had not yet begun. After multiple attempts of consolation, the effort of multiple staff members, when the nurse wasn't finally able to jab her, I had to intervene. So I comforted that lady saying, ma'am, just a little pinch and the job would be done. Voila, you would be inoculated. At the same time, I signaled to the nurse. She leaped in, inserted the needle into her arm, and the job done. But fellow Toastmasters and guests, can you guess what happened next? The lady rolled out with her hand over her heart as if she was having a heart attack and fell down unconscious on the floor. Initially, it was hard to decide whether to keep the injection steady or the lady herself. But then I comforted myself and whispered into the lady's ear, if you don't get up in the next 5 seconds, I will jab you a second time. 5 seconds was even longer. Within a flash of lightning, she opened her eyes wide, smiled at me. Oh, doctor, I'm fine. Nothing wrong with me. So then I signed her slip. And while doing that, I heard her say, doctor, am I too going to die in the next 2 years? With clenched teeth and soaring anger, I could only hear myself say, dear, as per you, everybody is going to die within the next 2 years. What are you going to do alone in this whole wide world? Handed over the slip and saw her leave my cabin safe and sound. This was just one patient that we encountered. There are hundreds out there who come up with different superstitions, different presumptions. Some come up with the plan of having a heart attack within the next 6 months. Some come up with the plan of lightening their entire villa just by inserting a wire over the point of prick. I have even seen some men with tobacco yellow teeth asking me what effect will this vaccine have over their lungs. Then there is a group of people who come with grim faces and rosary beads. And when their name is called out from the cabin, they get up, embrace each other so tightly. He heard even some of them cry out a little and even heard them say, please forgive me if I did anything wrong to you. The Nazabad house is for Mahjabi and the defense plot is for Naveed. Then there was another group of women who declared themselves pregnant and intended to remain likewise for years to come because this vaccine was intended only for the non-pregnant individuals. But then with the advent of the new vaccine variant, they were compelled to convert their pregnancy into gastric problems and hence save them from the horrendous side effects of the newly found vaccine. So fellow Toastmasters and guests, here I am with the injection and I will insert that into your arm. Will it be a salvation from the deadly virus or the death itself? I won't tell you that. I would just ask you one question. If vaccines killed people, how are you alive, Mr. Contest Chair?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anand. We are now going to observe a minute of silence, and I request all the judges to mark their ballots.
Silence.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ali Asher Anjan.
Contested, there is some power breakdown at her side. So I think we should take her last and go with our 8 contestant.
Okay, Chief Judge, if you just listen what our Master of Ceremony said, if you allow us, then we can move her towards last.
Yes, it is perfectly fine. We can ask her to speak at the last position. It is perfectly fine.
Okay. So our next speaker is Toastmaster Ghulam Qadir. Toastmaster Ghulam Qadir, we request you to please, yes. Okay, so Toastmaster Ghulam Qadir, you are perfectly visible. We are going to do a knock-knock activity with you, right? Just to check your audibility. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Normally.
I don't know you. You need to identify yourself.
Say normally who?
Normally or abnormally? I don't know.
Get lost.
A contestant?
Yes.
Contestant, I think the audio is a bit low.
Okay, so Toastmaster Ghulam Qadir, could you please
I think my audio is on 100%.
Now you're perfect.
I need to speak a
Now
bit
you're
louder.
audible.
Then I need to speak a bit louder.
You need to speak a bit louder, and if you can come a little bit closer, like 2 or 3 inches, maybe that will strike a nice balance.
Okay, great.
So knock, knock.
Who's there?
Normally.
I again say, are you normally or abnormally? Please identify.
Normally. No.
Who's normally?
Okay, normally I don't knock on random doors, but I had to meet you to inform you that you are the next speaker. So please be ready.
Thank you, contestant.
So you need to be more louder to be audible, okay? So are you ready?
Is this pitch and sound perfectly fine?
Could you please say a longer sentence loudly so that we can...
Am I audible and visible to all the audience?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Okay, our next contestant, Ghulam Qadir Campwala. Genie strikes again. Genie strikes again. Ghulam Qadir Campwala, the stage is yours.
Sorry, I need to pin the timer. I forgot to pin the timer. Sorry. I cannot pin the timer. It says chat. Oh yes, now it's pinned. Fine.
Okay, can we redo once again? Okay. So our next contestant, Ghulam Qadir Campwala. Genie strikes again. Genie strikes again. Ghulam Qadir Campwala, the stage is yours.
Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, one fine evening, I was walking on the beach at Seaview. I saw a bottle of a juice. Yes, the juice which we are not allowed to have it. The bottle was beautiful. I picked up the bottle and I thought that I should take this bottle home and do some money plant inside so that I may have loads of money. I took the bottle home, kept the bottle on my side table and slept. As soon as I woke up in the morning, I saw someone. Who are you? Whoa. I am the genie from the bottle, which you brought from the seaside. What do you want from me? What have I done? My lord, since you have let me free, I one wish. Oh, really? Any wish? Yes, any wish I can grant you. I cunningly smiled. And I looked on my left. The person sleeping on my left. Yes, my wife. Can you make her disappear? Poof! My wife disappeared. And so the genie. And then my life was awesome. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive. I went to the bathroom and opened the shower. Shh. Staying alive, staying alive. Shh. Bushra, Bushra, can you please pass me the towel? Bushra, can you please pass me the towel? Oh, I think she has vanished. Oh, come on. Let's go out of the washroom. I stepped out of the washroom. It was December, cold morning. I was shivering. My teeth were biting each other. My tongue was about to come within my teeth. I dared to step out of the washroom. As soon as I came out, I slipped on the floor. Oh my God. My body's hurting me. I need a towel. I opened the cupboard. I wiped myself off and dressed up into my office attire. Like always, I look handsome. So there was waiting the next biggest task on my plate. Can anybody guess what it was? Yes, I had to make the breakfast. So I went into the kitchen and like a professional chef, I broke 2 eggs.
Enter your password to unlock the device.
And then I threw the omelette in the air. The omelette went up and then down it came. I was so sure that the omelette will fall in the pan. But what is this? The omelette came right on my face. Oh my God, I cannot handle this anymore. Genie, Genie, where are you, Genie? The genie came back. Yes, my lord. What it is? Genie, can you bring my wife back? My lord, that's a very difficult task. Genie, why it is so difficult? I am afraid to tell you, my lord, but your wife is having a ball of a time in Las Vegas. She's having fun. Why would I bring her back in your miserable life? Ladies and gentlemen, jokes apart, we think that our wives are a burden to ourselves. But let me tell you this, that was a one miserable day which I had without my wife. Our wives are, no matter how they are our blessings. And we must take care of them and we must love them. Contest chair.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ghulam Qadir. We are now going to observe a minute of silence, and I request all the judges to mark their ballot. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ali Asha Anjum. Now, could we have Toastmaster Hiba on screen? Yes, she is there. So, Toastmaster Hiba, could you please pin the timer screen?
Thankfully, this time it has been pinned.
Okay, that's great. So, let me do you want, okay, let's do the knock knock activity, then we'll start, okay?
Okay.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Spell.
Spell who?
WHO. You are perfectly audible and visible. So please take your speaking position so that we can start.
Okay. Am I visible and audible?
Yes, you are perfectly audible and visible. Our last contestant, Hiba Rais Khan. Robbery gone bad. Robbery gone bad. Hiba Rais Khan. The stage is yours.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, robbery and robbers and robbery is something which leaves us in a state of terror. It leaves us completely shaken. The experience can be quite daunting and traumatic, and it leaves us in a very bad state that we may need to take counseling for it. Some people may faint just by seeing a robber. Other people may completely pass out. And then there are some people who may wet their pants just by looking at a robber in front of them. City of Karachi has been notoriously famous for attracting gang mafias and robbers from all across Pakistan. These gang mafias and robbers have terrified the city of Karachi all throughout many years. They have looted individuals. They have mugged families in their homes. These gang mafias and robbers belong to political parties which should not be named. On the other hand, they are robbers which are relatively inexperienced. These robbers get jiggly legs, and some robbers may experience jitters while going for a robbery. Such robbers are relatively inexperienced. They are dangerous, and less dangerous and less harmful, as they might not harm the person, as they may be doing robbery out of desperation. I had an encounter with such an individual around a year and a half ago. An encounter with a timid-looking individual. It was January 2020. My cousins, aunt, and niece had come. Some of them had come from Lahore. We were to go for a dinner at a restaurant. I went to get ready. I went to the iron room to iron my clothes. Out of habit, I decided to close the washroom door. While closing the washroom door, I looked, my head turned towards the right. And there, standing in the corner, was a half face covered man. His face was completely half covered. In one hand, he had a knife. In the other hand, he had a plastic bottle with some kind of dangerous liquid in it. Our eyes met. But out of horror and his dismay, I screamed, "Ah!" at the top of my lungs. My scream had attracted people from downstairs and my father from the other room. My father was coming from the other room to see what had happened. And on the other hand, the thief had gone, completely dashed out of the toilet, the iron room, and in between, my father and the thief had encountered each other. My father, rather than doing something about it, went to his room, locked his room, and started screaming, "Thief, thief, thief!" My mother and my cousin, who had heard my screams, started coming up the stairs and were like, "Hiba, kya hua?" And to their horror, they saw a masked man standing on the staircase. While the thief started going down, he saw other relatives and he started panicking. He said, "Baji, I just need money and I'm not going to hurt anyone." And my mother, being the smart and cunning woman she was, said, "Ha, I'll give you money." So with the help of my relatives and my mother, they pushed the thief out of the door. The thief left in a state of frenzy. He jumped out from the gate and left his single slipper behind. The scene had left us in a state of complete confusion, puzzlement, and we were entertained at the same time. 20 minutes later, the police came to investigate what had happened. My father took them upstairs to investigate. They saw, and then they left. And after that, we went to the dinner which we intended to go initially. And there we discussed what had happened, sitting down, waiting for our dinner at the restaurant. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hiba. We are now going to observe a minute of silence, and I request all the judges to mark their ballot. And after a minute, we're going to take 2 minutes silence so that judges can complete their ballots. In the meantime, I request the tech host and everyone to turn on the videos, and I request the tech host to please take as many pictures as you want.
Everyone, please turn on your videos. Act as if you just heard 8 humorous speeches. Okay, much better, but quite a few missing people as well. Everyone, please turn on your videos if you can.
Please remove the spotlight from Toastmaster Hiba and Toastmaster Ali Ashar Anju.
Okay, just, okay.
This was a minute of silence.
Okay, so I guess we have, we have most of the people with their videos. So everyone, please smile. And Toastmaster Imran Sheikh, you just turned on your video and then you turned off. That's not acceptable. Yeah, that's better. DTM Samir, Toastmaster Shamam, please. Oh, we have our colleague from PCF, Toastmaster Amir Alim. Good. Hey, I spotted a stranger in the house. Oh yeah, there he is. Toastmaster Hassan Kebo. Most welcome, sir. Okay.
Toastmaster Tara, we were observing a minute of silence.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Silence is
Now we are going to take 2 minutes of long silence, but in the meantime, I request everyone to please keep smiling and keep your videos on so that our tech host can take as many pictures as he wants. And we'll get, in this way, we can have a good memorable events and good memorable memories. So I request the chief judge when he received all the ballots, then please inform us so that we can create a breakout room for the telecounters and the chief judge. Chief Judge, have you received all the ballots?
Still in progress. Still in progress.
Okay.
We can create a breakout room and we can go over there. In the meantime, as the results are coming.
So the tech.
When the judges will like who will go into the breakout room? Can you specify, please?
Telecounters and the
chief judge.
Chief judge.
Okay.
No.
Okay, I've created a breakout room and I'm about to throw the chief judge in there. And I'm about to throw our tally counter. And there they go. Okay, and okay, I believe, yeah, the chief judge is gone. And let me visit the breakout room.
Toastmaster Stella? Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm sending you.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, everyone, for such an amazing speeches. So our speeches has come to an end. Now I request every contestant to turn on their videos so that we can have a Q&A session. After that, we will have a special quiz session by Toastmaster Urusa Kawal. So Toastmaster, our first contestant was Toastmaster Karim Meghani. Karim Mekhani, first of all, just let us know how did you find today's contest? What are your experience? And did you regret competing in this contest? We cannot hear you, Toastmaster Karim. You are. Could you please turn on your. If it's easy, if it's comfortable, you can answer the question. Otherwise, we'll move towards the second contestant.
I think he's signing in from the phone.
Okay, so
move on to the next.
okay, so do we have Toastmaster Maria Ahmad with us? Can anyone confirm that Toastmaster Maria is in the meeting? I think she's not with us. So could we move towards Mariam Arif? Could we have Toastmaster Mariam Arif? Okay, Karim, Toastmaster Karim Meghani is back. So Toastmaster Karim Meghani. Okay.
Okay. Now you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. First
Yeah,
of all,
sorry.
let us know what is your experience competing in today's contest? Did you regret competing in this contest?
No, completely. It was such a nice experience, and thanks to you, in fact, to encourage me. I don't consider myself to be really humorous. My son probably will deny this, but usually, when I'm speaking very serious speeches, maybe because of teaching, because of this. So it was a challenge. And to find out one story in my life, it was a very funny experience. And, I had a very good conversation with my wife. And till this morning, I was fighting with her that, your family came to ask for my hand. So and she is still not accepting this. So that's a very funny part of this contest. Wonderful experience. I'm really sorry. I was online, but I was attending another meeting, so I didn't hear the other speeches. So I'm sorry for other speakers, but I will be really looking forward for the recording. I can see that everybody really enjoyed everybody's speech, and good luck to everyone.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kareem. Could we have Toastmaster Mariam Arif with us? If not, I will quickly move towards the next contestant.
I have messaged her. She's coming probably.
Okay, when she comes, please let us know. Okay, could we have Toastmaster Muhammad Azhar Khan with us?
Yes, sir.
So Toastmaster Muhammad Azhar, go with the flow. You just told us that you are like a YouTube channel. What other things we don't know about you? And second thing is that how did you find today's contest? What is your experience?
So basically, I saw your ad in the group, WhatsApp group. So I read that and I discussed with our Toastmasters team. You and other persons told me, guide me. And then you also motivate me and other people to motivate me. Then I enroll and then I try to for this contest. And what about I am like YouTube channel. So basically, I use this sentence because when I in my childhood, once my teachers told me, as whenever you will get chance in future for the comedy and any type, you should try yourself. Maybe you will be get something good achievement or good some points. So she thought, okay, whenever I try in comedy and anything, maybe I'll do something. So that's why I think about and then I try this. And in many previous speeches, I tried for the little bit jokes and some comedy in my speeches. I don't know what I did, how I performed, but I try to and I keep trying. So that's why, and it's a very great experience, great meeting today. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Muhammad Azhar. We are now moving towards Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. Okay, two questions for you, and one is the rapid fire type. First of all, about your experience of today's contest, and I will give you a topic, me, myself, and Zahra. What would be your one word for that?
Team. One word which comes automatically is team. And I love the contest, but I still feel the big names like Mohammad Asghar, he should have participated. Javed Bhatti, he should have participated. Okay, I know this. They will not. They want the division and the area on eyeing, but it's club, so we should stand for the club, and that's it. Nothing much. I mean, I'm sorry if this is what I feel. Other than that, I love the teamwork. I love the way the contest was held. At one moment, I thought that it might be delayed for a week or so, but it's good that you did not do anything like that. And kudos to you. Bravo.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Latif. Okay, do we have Toastmaster Mariam Arif with us, or should I move towards the next contestant?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so Toastmaster Maria, Arif, 2 questions for you. First, your experience about today's contest, and second, do you still remember your school way?
Okay, so I'll answer the second question first. So the thing is, I'm actually, even at this point in time, I'm really bad with directions. I just cannot remember the ways and the directions to even the simplest of the places. So that's just my habit, or maybe I don't pay attention to the roads as much. So I kind of still don't. And the first one, how was the contest? It was definitely fun. I had a humorous speech contest, are obviously the most fun contest, because you get to hear other speeches which are funny, and you get to hear jokes that you can laugh at. So yes, I did have a really nice time, and I did enjoy the contest.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mariam Arif. Moving on to our next contestant, Toastmaster Anand Gadri. Could we have you on screen, please? Toastmaster Anand. Toastmaster Anand, are you with us? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So again, 2 questions for you. First one, your experience about today's contest, and second one, when you were going to be vaccinated, what were your feelings at that time?
Well, answering the second question first, when I went for vaccination, I was totally numb. It was like I knew it was a come and go experience. And it was a come and go experience. Nothing went wrong, except that, yes, I examined all the people. I got many stories from out there. And frankly speaking, the speech that I delivered today is a lot from the practical stuff I have been experiencing up till now in my workplace, in the inoculation center, in different places, at my friends, and everywhere. So these are all real stories. Then the first question, today's contest was really amazing. I enjoyed it a lot, despite the fact that I had too many things already working in the background with the children and everything. But even that, it was a real bliss, and something that changed my taste for a bit. Thank you so much.
From the word blitz, I remember Toastmaster, the thieves. He just shared the meanings of blitz, and it was like, let's attack and something like that. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anand Gadri. Could we have Toastmaster Hiba Raisman with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Hiba. Okay, Toastmaster Hiba, first of all, congratulations, such a wonderful speech delivered by you. So your experience about today's contest, and have you really faced any robber in your life, or just have that experience?
No, I have faced robbers 2 times, and I've narrated my experience in this is the second time I'm narrating my experience 2 times. And my experience of the contest was, to be honest, I didn't hear any speech, because I had opened the Zoom meeting, and I was preparing at the back constantly, practicing so that it delivers well. So that's about it. I didn't hear the speeches, but the contest was obviously be good.
So thank you so much, Toastmaster Hiba. Wishing you all the best. Now we are moving towards our last contestant, Toastmaster Ghulam Qadir Kampwala. Toastmaster Ghulam Qadir, just your comments about today's contest and why Genie always come into your speech.
Well, it was a very difficult contest. Reason being, I had to transform a banker into a clown today to make everybody happy and everybody laugh onto it. So it's always difficult to change the roles and switch the sides, and then giving serious speeches is very, very easy. Inspiring people, motivating others, giving some sort of leadership tips, that's pretty easy. But today I realized how difficult it is to give a humorous speech. The key over here today was to bring smile on each and every person who is there and whose camera is open. So I think there were few people who I made some sort of laugh, and that was a challenge. I don't think so this was an easy contest.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ghulam Qadir. Now I have the result, but you need to wait for a little more because don't go anywhere. We are going to have a very special segment that is called Special Quiz Session. For that, I request our President Toastmaster Urusa to please take the charge.
Thank you so much, Contest Chair. So there will be a small special quiz today, and I will be asking you who said what, just like as a listener, and testing your listening skills. So for those people who did not listen to the speeches, let's see how you fared. So what art did TM Mariam's mom use with the auto driver?
Bargaining.
Shahi Savari.
There was an art that she used with the auto driver.
Art of bargaining.
Art of bargaining. Yes. All right. So the next is, how old is Toastmaster Azhar?
105.
25. According to him, it's 25. According to Nadra, it's 50.
And he did not get vaccinated.
All right. I
I'm
think
underage.
that was in the speech. All right. So whose place did TM Latif go to?
Chandani.
No, Toastmaster Latif, you're not supposed to say. Chandni, yes. All right. So what lipstick shade was TM Anand's patient wearing?
Dark pink.
No.
Hot pink.
Hot
She
pink.
was not
Yeah. There's a
wearing-
difference. All right.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Toastmaster Talha knows very well.
All right. So what habit did DTM Maria have?
Outstanding.
That was one of the habits. There was one more
No,
habit.
no. Eating during the classes session.
Eating during the
Yes,
class.
eating during the class. Yes, eating during.
All right. So who was visiting Toastmaster Maria?
Cousins and aunt.
From Dubai.
And aunts. And what happened with TM Mariam when she got back?
Flying slippers.
Yeah.
Flying slippers.
He had to dodge slippers.
She learned how to do that matrix things.
Right. So, all right. What prompted TM Adam's patient to get up from faking her almost death?
Second dose of vaccination.
Second dose of vaccination. And where did Toastmaster Ghulam Qadir's wife land? She was enjoying.
Casino.
Where are casinos?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Oh, okay. I was sure the eggs would land in the frying pan. Who said that?
Come again?
I was sure the eggs would land in the frying pan.
Ghulam Qadir. The egg. Yes.
Yeah, the eggs. So with that, over to you, contest chair. Everyone did well.
Thank you so much for such an amazing session. So, fellow contestants, results are with me. I'm happy to announce that there is no time disqualification and no one has lost the protest. So that's the wonderful thing about the contest. So do you want me to announce the result now or after the end of the meeting?
You can do it in next Wednesday also.
That's a wonderful idea. So let me hand over the charge back to our master of ceremony, Toastmaster Ali Asharanju.
Thank you so much, contest chair, and I must say, you just conducted whole session with seized and zero, and you make us engage throughout the session. And then all the speaker participants did amazing job. The first step of learning thing to participate, and you all are winners because you all participate in this contest. And all speeches were great. Many of our contestants were participating in for the first time, and they all did a great job. So in the end, I must congratulate contest chair and the chief judge for their efforts to make this happen. So now I would like to hand over the charge to the president, Toastmaster Usakawa. Over to you.
Toastmaster Adiyasha, we are really not going to announce the results, are we?
No, yes, we are going to announce the results.
So I think we should do that.
Okay, so fellow Toastmasters and guests, for me, you all are winner because competing in humorous speech contest is not an easy job. Sometimes we win and sometimes we learn. Okay, so the third position goes to all the way from Madagascar, Toastmaster Karim Mekhani. And the second position goes to the one who was ejaculating the vaccination, is Toastmaster Anand Gadri. And the first position goes to the one who loves himself, is none other than Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. So congratulations everyone, and thank you everyone for your time and for your efforts and for your participation. With that, the charge is yours, Toastmaster Urusa.
Thank you so much, contest chair. It was really, really wonderful listening to all the humorous speeches, how people crafted humorous stories out of really, really simple events. That was really, really wonderful. I think we don't, Dityamtala, do you have anything to add? I'm just asking before signing off.
Come again, Toastmaster Urusa, we didn't follow your question.
I said, Dityamtala, do you have anything to add before signing off?
Okay. Yeah, as always, plenty to add. First of all, there's a business section, and it will be really short today. I'll try to keep it short. We had, just like this meeting today, we had another memorable meeting last week where we had all the international speech contest champions hosting the meeting as Big Four. And in last week's meeting, the best part was that I won the best speaker by 1 vote. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, the Best Big Four award was won by Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Noman Abid, and Best Table Topics by Toastmaster Brarwani. Critics' Choice and Best Speaker Award went to myself. Toastmaster Shamam Khan won the Best Facilitator for Grammarian and Wordmaster, and she also won the Best Evaluator Award. And the best part was that the district evaluation champion got time disqualified. Otherwise, so Toastmaster Shamam, you were exceptionally lucky. And yeah, so out of 5 awards, there were like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of 6 awards, 4 went to either Islamabad Toastmasters Club members or those who have been Islamabad Toastmasters Club members. So KTC, please upgrade your act. Don't be so generous to guests. Other than that, of course, we have another meeting next week, and we'll try to make it a very ordinary routine meeting. Let's see how it goes. But all the roles and the slots are open for that meeting. So everyone who wishes to speak at that meeting or to have a role, this is your chance. Please message me. Other than that, there is also another event coming, which is on June 27th, which will be the exhibit event, which will allow everyone to showcase their talent, whatever talent they have. So if you're a singer, an artist, a writer, a photographer, a videographer, any talent that you have, a musician, you get to showcase that talent. With that, over to you, Madam President.
Thank you so much, DT Abdullah. And with that, it's a wrap. Let's meet in the next meeting next week, same place, same time.
Allah Hafiz, everyone.
Hafiz.
Thank you, everyone. God bless.